You get a lot of mileage out of it.
Oh, meine Damen und Herren, herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge Nikke. Wir haben heute das First Anniversary, also das erste Jahr von Nikke Goddess of Victory. Und wir haben eine Menge bekommen. Von daher müssen wir mal gerade gucken, was hier los ist. Okay, es gibt jetzt eine übermäßige Sammlung, verstehe. Also man kann es jetzt sogar noch ansammeln. Das haben sie schon mal geändert. Neues Event. Da springen wir direkt rein. Komm, ich habe direkt Bock auf das Event. Ich habe direkt Bock auf Rapi.
Hey, are you listening to those old tunes again?
Old tunes? Show some respect. These rapturous melodies are life itself.
Okay.
Warum ist Schneewittchen so
Come
klein?
here.
Red Hood, I can't breathe. Could you turn that down?
What was that I just heard? Surely it couldn't be someone interrupting this fine song I'm listening to. Well, what do you think? It's positively effervescent, right?
I feel like I'm getting older just listening to it.
Ha! What do you on about? Besides, most things in life are like a fine wine, and only get better with age. At any rate, what brought you over here to see me? I doubt it was because you missed me. Did you come to borrow my nudie mag?
What? Absolutely not. I'm too young to be looking at stuff like that.
So what you mean is that you'll be super into it later?
It's not that at all. Anyway, the commander is calling for you. He has something to tell all of us.
Right now? I think I've got a good idea of what he's going to say. Fine, let's go.
Any chance you could release me from this headlock before you go?
Moin.
You call this a headlock? Please, it's just a friendly hug.
Call it what you want, but it's uncomfortable.
Would you prefer a piggyback ride?
It's fine. Let's just go.
Ist das ein Grund, dass Schneewittchen so klein ist?
Are you two practicing pro
Die
wrestling?
sehen alle anders aus, ne?
You apparently
Was ist mit
have
denen
too much
passiert?
time on your hands.
Irgendwas ist mit denen
It's
passiert.
not what you think.
Oh, cool. Are you guys wrestling? Never a dull moment with you two.
That's not what we're doing.
If I may throw in my 2 cents,
Außer Dorothee, die sieht gleich aus.
wrestling isn't a particularly useful martial arts discipline against raptures. Devoting your time to practicing it will be of little value.
We're not wrestling.
Ah, wrestling, eh? That headlock of yours isn't too sturdy, Red Hood. I've got a few videos you could check out for reference if you'd like.
Ach, das ist Vergangenheit.
Lilith, Red Hood is bullying me.
No, I'm not. We're practicing pro wrestling.
That's what Red Hood said.
How many times do I have to say that this isn't wrestling?
Oh my, you're awfully upset.
Are you two
No.
So am I to take it that Red Hood is picking on you?
Hey, I would never pick on our precious little Snow White.
I think that's everyone. Have a seat so I can begin the briefing.
Question. Are we allowed to sit in a headlock position?
Up to you. Is that everyone? Scarlet? Rapunzel?
Here.
Dorothy?
Here.
Lilyweiss?
Here.
All right, I'll begin. Could you all sit closer together? How come you're all so far apart? We're supposed to be a team.
If you want us to be chummy, then let's have a group meal. I can't remember the last time we all hung out and had some grub.
We all ate together just last week.
She passes out whenever she drinks, so it's no wonder she doesn't remember.
I don't know what it is, but lately, whenever I have a few drinks, I don't remember anything.
I thought you were pretending to black out so you didn't have to pay the bill.
Come on, I'm not that kind of person.
I heard you got arrested once for dining and dashing.
That's all in the past. I've turned over a new leaf.
Quiet, everyone. I have details about our next mission. Good.
Noch vor Overzone, ja stimmt. Da ist Rapunzel, Schneewittchen ja schon groß.
To be honest, I'm not a fan of our squad's name. Goddess Squad. It's like I don't even exist.
Commander, when are we going to commence the briefing?
Very well. Let's begin.
Okay, wir haben wieder Soundbugs. Hab ich gerade gehört. Boah, das Event wird bestimmt, das ist bestimmt spannend, das Event. Wenn das jetzt schon so anfängt. Red Ash. Uiuiuiui. Okay.
Lovely weather we're having.
Hier kriegen wir auch richtig ordentlich Ziehung. So, Minispiel geht noch nicht. Mission ist ganz klar. Komm, wir wollen ja noch von dem restlichen Spiel was sehen. Da würde ich sagen, machen wir die ersten 5 Missionen. Und den Rest machen wir an die Tage. So, was haben wir hier bekommen? 3500 Münzen, wie viel haben wir? Ja, ist recht für Guilty. Da werden wir auf jeden Fall gleich holen. Sehr, sehr, sehr cool. So, Picket wird ein neuer Charakter, klar. Nastia, ein neues Kostüm. Junge, 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 hier ist echt einiges.
I'm a bit
So.
hungry.
Würde ich sagen, wir machen jetzt die ersten 5. Und dann machen wir morgen die nächsten 5. So, haben die hier wieder... War das egal, ne?
Teacher, what are we learning today?
Yes, es reicht. Das heißt, wir können nachher Richtung 200 gehen. Aber wie gesagt, nur Richtung 200. Also ich werde noch keine 200er droppen, aber schauen wir mal, wie weit wir kommen.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
No restraints, no mercy.
7 dwarves, fully active. Blast away!
Time to finish this.
Also wenn ich Rotkäppchen hole und die zweite Snow White habe, dann habe ich ein komplettes Team, ne? Ein komplettes Nikke, Pilgrim-Team. Taugt die andere Schneewittchen denn was? Das ist halt die andere Sache, ne?
Victory! With me on your team. Did you expect anything else?
Ich habe wieder diese Soundbox. Aber da kann man leider nichts gegen machen. Liegt nicht an mir.
Let's move out.
Okay, komm, wir machen die ersten 5 Stück. Boah, das sieht schon sehr krass aus.
If you want, I will join you, Your Grace.
Okay, jetzt wollen wir gerade mal gucken. Dorothee ist klar. Anis. Sollen wir gleich mal gucken. 40, 40 sind 80. Komm, Rapi muss mit. Dann brauche ich hier irgendwas, keine Ahnung. Nehmen wir Naga mit.
What are we learning today? Need me?
You need me?
Ready to go. Ready to go.
Need me?
So, haben wir genug, ne? Let's go.
All of us in this room know things are looking bleak. 4 years ago, the Raptures invaded. To stand against this naked aggression, the United Forces of Humanity was formed. We fought with all our might, but the battle has increasingly leaned in the Rapture's favor. To this day, the situation remains largely unchanged.
However, starting 2 years ago, we have experienced the occasional victory. And these victories are occurring more often now.
You're right about that. Once the Goddess Squad was deployed to the battlefield, we have been able to secure a small foothold and turn the tide of this skirmish. Of that, you can all be proud. The sooner you're proud of yourselves, the better. So you can start now.
Wow, our squad is the best. That includes you, Rapunzel. Okay, I'm proud to be a member of the Goddess Squad.
What's there to be proud of? This was all a foregone conclusion.
There's that snooty Dorothy we all know and love. Ooh, you must say it's a foregone conclusion, but that's not what most of the general public believes.
Dorothy's told you several times before not to call her snooty.
It would be the 56th time if I issue a warning again, to be precise. At any rate, I prefer not to pat myself on the back in such a self-congratulatory fashion.
The newcomer doesn't seem too proud either.
How could I be? My time in this unit has been most fleeting. Furthermore, boasting of past achievements is not something I partake in.
A lot of people would kill to have something to be proud of.
Sieht aber krass aus, Scarlett.
Perchance, but not I. I have but one wish. To become stronger, nothing more. To place so much credence in the thoughts of others is a sign of one's naivete and inexperience.
That's hardly something you should be saying. You're the one swinging a sword around.
What do you mean?
Hanging around in the backyard playing war with wooden swords is a favorite childhood pastime, is it not?
If thou thinks my blade is of wooden constitution, then allow me to prove how fallacious that notion is.
How about you skip the briefing and head outside to train? At least then we'd have some peace and quiet.
You're all not fighting again, are you?
Hardly. We're just having some playful banter.
If I may continue, We may have had a commendable winning streak during our tenure on the battlefield, but the same cannot be said of our fellow military units. No matter how well we're performing, we have to look at the situation as a whole. In the grand scheme of things, our contributions don't amount to much. More than anything, we've primarily served to raise morale. We've given people hope, so that they feel free to dream.
Regardless of our own achievements, we're just a small unit, and our contributions only go so far.
The united forces of humanity on the surface are running out of supplies, and have suffered one loss after another. Raptures have continued to breach the barriers. The power disparity is evident from nearly every angle, be it the number of their forces or the level of their weaponry.
Would a declaration of surrender be a feasible option?
We're unable to communicate with them in any way, so I doubt that would work.
Did you tell them about my idea of waving a white flag?
Of course I didn't bring up such a ludicrous suggestion.
You don't have to be mean about it.
At any rate, a direct confrontation against the Raptures is a lost cause. It's painful to admit, but humanity doesn't stand a chance against these creatures.
So an all-out offensive would be tantamount to suicide?
Correct. Based on our observations of the Rapture's movements thus far, we've been led to believe they operate according to a linear chain of command. All of them appear to only have basic input functions except high-ranking Raptures. In other words...
There's a head.
Huh? Don't they all have heads?
That's not what I meant.
I don't get it.
Basically,
A leader of some kind.
precisely.
Ah, so the big cheese.
The big what?
That's what we call the boss or leader in my neck of the woods.
Can I continue?
Go right ahead.
Alter, das ist so ein geiles, so ein
We
geiler
need to take
Charakter.
out the big cheese. I mean... We need to take out the Rapture's leader.
Have you figured out the Queen's whereabouts?
We still don't have a precise location. But we've ascertained her general whereabouts.
We've investigated all the previous areas pointed out to us, but weren't able to find any traces of the Queen anywhere. It's enough to make you wonder if the Queen even exists.
No, there's still one place we haven't checked. The most vast expanse of them all.
You don't mean...
I do. Space.
Okay. Wir gehen ins All.
Time to kill.
Cover.
Finally starting to get interested.
Just a moment. Gotta reload real quick.
Da wird man wahrscheinlich in dem Event hier mitkommen, wie die
Victory, Your Grace.
Rotkäppchen zur Rabi wird, oder?